I'm going to show you exactly how I prompt from a blank slate, starting from scratch when building a brand new application, SaaS tool, software. We're going to do this as if I'm actually going to build this tool. This type of application could make somebody $10, $20, $30,000 a month because it's an actual need. So I want to plan out a new software application. So there's a whole shop content ecosystem. TikTok shop, Instagram shop, YouTube creators that are linking products, mainly for short form content. There's these kids and grown adults posting content every single day. They get products from these brands and companies, and then they're required to post X amount of times or once within a 14-day period. And some of these people, this is their full-time income. And so here's a software idea and opportunity that I have in mind. Editing. There's no specific editing tool geared towards TikTok shop affiliates, Instagram shop affiliates, or people that do UGC, user generated content. They're using companies like CapCut or something very similar. I want to create an application that someone records a video, uploads it to our application. I think this should be an iOS app, so we're gonna post it to Apple. Someone takes a raw video of them filming products, uploading it to our application, and it should automatically be able to edit, cut the gaps, cut the mess up periods, cut the extra words. It should essentially edit perfectly with an output being a TikTok shop or a user-generated content, to where all of these creators and their raw video footage, they can post to our application, and it should automatically cut anything that's not needed out of the video, and within seconds it should generate a perfectly rendered video that they can post on their handles. So there's obviously things that we need to solve. We need to solve a front-end application, right? So we need to have the user interface to be very seamless and straightforward. And then there should be a back end. So go ahead and identify all of the edge cases and the different APIs that we're going to need to make this application come to life. Read the prompt, looking good, looking good. And so I just start with the foundation and I speak with AI. And I let AI plan it out for me. Looking perfect. Just like that. Goes in depth on exactly what we'll need to create here. Perfect. So this is a sharp idea. There's real money changing hands in that ecosystem. And you're right that nobody's serving it with purpose-built tooling. The core mechanic: upload raw footage, AI cuts dead air and flubs, polished clip ready to post, is extremely valuable if you can nail that speed and accuracy, because these creators are posting daily and they don't have time to babysit an editor. Exactly. So let's just get into this very quickly. So editing intelligence, you say cut the dead space, the mess up periods. Are you picturing silence detection, scene change analysis? Relatively straightforward with existing libraries. Perfect, perfect. Output control, do creators get any manual override before the final render? So it's literally just going step by step, asking me follow-up questions. So, and within this session, the strategy period, I'm gonna iron out all of the wrinkles here and make sure that from point A, the foundation is built properly. The tech stack, what are we using? Front end, back end. Most importantly, the tools that service the user so they actually get a great experience. What type of libraries, what type of APIs we need, which I believe will go into this. So front end, iOS app, Swift UI, camera roll picker, upload UI, preview screen, export and share. Very, very straightforward stuff. And then the back end, processing plus API layer, secure video upload. So, you're gonna need a database here, a job queue, so queue processing, something like AWS Media Convert, the editing logic, which that's the fun part, right? The silence detector, scene change detection, speech to text, filler word removal, and you can just continue to add to that stack. And then it goes into certain edge cases. This is a legitimate idea and it can come to life. Could literally just hit organize and AI begins organizing this entire application into certain plans, different plans. So every time I'm getting ready to build an application, I start with a plans phase and getting everything completely organized, making sure that the plan is in place that the AI and all the agents can follow. See, look at this. Organize the plans into overview, technical architecture document, edge cases references, and initial research notes on video processing. So the AI is organizing all of this for me into separate plans that the agents can follow. See, if you don't have a good plan, the AI is going to follow you and your plans. And if you don't have a good one, you're not going to have a good application at the output. So it's with every application that I start from A to Z, I start with an intense planning phase. I'm planning to the T exactly what I want, all the tools that I want souped up into the software, the front end stack, the back end stack, and the experiences that the users get. So, and I really just let AI plan all this out with me, with my inputs. For an example, if I don't like something like within the backend stack, it mentioned Amazon and AWS. I don't like dealing with AWS. It's a very clogged up ecosystem and it takes time with approvals and this and that. There's a plethora of different types of job queuing and processing that could take over from AWS, like Heroku. Heroku has a database that you can utilize, or Supabase with cron jobs. But just like this, it's planning out, it's writing all of the documentation for me. And then after it's done planning, I go line by line, making sure everything makes sense. Like I mentioned, if you don't have a great plan, you're not gonna have a great application. So right here at the top, you have the overview where the AI will follow all of these plans. You can add to it. Same with the architecture. Going through the architecture, every single component, making sure you have what you need there, all the edge cases that you need to know about when building this application. It gets deep. And so this is what I start with way before I start actually coding and doing and having the agents do the job for me. Start with an in-depth, deep dive plan.